What's up guys, Dr. T here, aka Charlie. Today we're working on this Saab 95 3.0 turbo. This is a 2003 model, alright guys. I'm doing this video because I have not been able to find anything on YouTube that explains on how to do this exactly. It took me quite a bit of research to find exactly where the thermostat is. I was looking on the complete wrong side. I was looking over here underneath this intake, and I could not find it. Alright, so like I said, this is a 2003 model. So first, I already did the timing belt on this. I did a water pump and the timing belt, and I've been looking for that thermostat. Well, I couldn't get it done on the first day, so I came back to check it out for the customer. So today we're gonna go ahead and finish it. The first thing we're gonna have to do is remove this cover off top. We gotta take this oil cap off. We got these hex screws right here. See, these are T27 is what I was able to get them off with, a T27, guys. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So when you get that off, you go ahead and take the cover off. And up here it looks like we got a 1/2 inch, maybe. You gotta remove these intakes off. Manifolds, intake manifolds gotta come off. So, yep, that's 13. Try this one. Today we're working with this new Pittsburgh mechanics tool set that I got from Harbor Freight, or should I say Harbor Date. I went on a date, took myself on a date, and got me a new tool set. So we're gonna see exactly how it works. I've actually been working with these for quite a few drives now. They've been working pretty good, I must say. I'll just break these loose. I'm gonna come back with the Warrior drill driver that I also got. I'm gonna show you guys how good these Harbor Date tools actually are. So here we got the 12-volt Warrior impact driver. Make this a little bit easier now. Alright guys, so it looks like we have to take this wire harness out right here. It goes right in there. You have to take this off right here. What you do is pull this tab out a little bit, and then you're pushing that out. Begin to pull on this, and there's little ridges inside here that guide it in and out. So whenever you go to put it back in, it has to be lined up just right. You'll see the little space right here, right in there. It goes back inside there, and you start pushing it in, and it slowly pushes itself back into place, locks into place the way it should be. So anyways, we got a bolt right down here that holds the intake manifold onto a bracket. It's right here. You can't really see it, it's down at the bottom. It's right under here, and it holds this intake to this bracket. It's down here to that bracket right there. So what we have to do is get this E12 down in there somehow. Alright guys, so I got the intake manifold off. I had to use a size 8 socket with a little bitty ratchet. Maybe a size 8 wrench would have worked, but I did not have that with me. So I kind of struggled a little bit. Struggled just a tad. But now we got the intake, the upper intake off. Where's that hose coming from? You son of a bitch. So we broke a hose here. We got the vacuum line. Great. Now we gotta take the lower manifold, or the middle intake manifold off. It looks like we're gonna need maybe like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna have that either. Alright guys, so I got this middle intake manifold off. I used the T40 hex T40. Now I've got to remove, and it was, hold on, let me rewind just a little bit. This was a little tricky to pull up. I had to pull up the front side at first because it was real tight in here. It was real nice and snug. So I had to bring this side up first, like that, and then I could pull it up from the back. I'm just gonna set it to the side. Now I'm gonna remove this intake manifold that's at the bottom. It's the lower. I'm gonna remove the lower intake manifold off, and you'll see the thermostat housing is right there. So we're almost to it, guys. You'll be able to see the thermostat housing. It's right there. We're almost there, guys. Just gotta remove this intake manifold, the lower intake manifold. Alright guys, so I'm removing these bolts right here with the T12, or I mean an E12. Using the E12, I'm just gonna break them loose and come back with the driver, because my driver doesn't have much torque anyways.
Just be honest, I've been in my head. Reinforce my walls with all these hypotheticals. When it comes to you, no one really compares. But I'm scared and I'm nervous. I don't wanna get hurt anymore. I don't want nobody else. You know that you might as well. I got ahead of myself, finishing races and never begin. I don't want nobody else. You know that you Cleared out all the clutter, I'm no longer seeing clouds. Yeah, you deserve much better. You deserve much better. And I deserve a chance at new love. I don't want nobody else. You know that you wanna tell. I got ahead of myself. Finishing races will never begin. I don't want nobody else. You know that you wanna tell. I get ahead of myself. Keep on telling myself. Don't rush.
We got all of them off. I have to remove lower intake manifold. And I'll go ahead and put the paper towels down in here. Once again, just to stuff and dirt, any metal foul in there. And now the next step is taking this intake off right here. Take the air mass flow sensor off and that hose.
Don't need to worry about it, don't need to figure it out. Now don't rush, it's a little crush.
I'm doing the labor. Side. Alright guys, so I got the car jacked up. Got me a drain pan down here. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So I can drain the antifreeze out of there. Excuse me. Alright guys, so it took me a minute, but I got that bottom clamp undone. I was able to pull the turbo out, and I can maneuver it a little bit, get it out the way, because I got to get to these hoses, these lines and everything that's right here. This clamp right here. It goes to the turbo. Get this line out the way. I probably don't even have to do that. That's the line I'm talking about. Okay. bolt right here. Holds the thermostat pipe in place. I'm using a 10mm wrench. I'm not sure if I had to remove the turbo now that I think about it, but I'm following the instructions that Saab forms gives in the diagrams. And I'll go ahead and throw them in the video for you guys so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. I already took the bolts off. Thermostat housing. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this clamp to the radiator hose. Alright guys, so I was able to turn this tube right here. It's unscrewed already, and the thermostat housing has been done. I could actually turn this and hold the thermostat in place. Now what I'm going to do is pull this apart. So I'll go ahead and unscrew these 10mm again. Got it. Got it, guys. That's what we got right there. The old thermostat. And we got the new one right here. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna give this a little cleaning. I thought this was gonna be cleaning. I'm gonna go ahead and set this thermostat housing. With the new thermostat in there, how it goes. So this is the pipe that goes to the housing. clean it off a little bit. Going back up here to the front. This is the screw. This little washer right here. The one that goes down here to hold this tube in place. I gotta go ahead and put that in there. Remember, that's a 10 millimeter. Alright guys, I got the turbo clamp back on down there at the bottom. Can't really see it. Now I'm gonna hook my hoses up on my lines. That's good. Now we can take all these paper towels out. And we can put the lower intake manifold back in place. It's going backwards now. Get started. Go ahead and clean it up. A lot of sludge and grime down here. Bolts back in here. And there was about 10 or 12 of them, I believe. You screw in by hand, one by one. Don't put them in all the way, just make sure they go in as far as they can by hand. And then we're going to torque them down. Forgot to hook this up. See the hose right here. don't gotta be tight even as the last ones I did. These are a little bit less torque. If the other ones were about 30, I'd say these are about 15, maybe 10 pounds of torque. Like I said, you work from the center and you work your way out. I know it's been a while, but now we're ready to put the upper intake manifold. As soon as I get this done, we'll be almost finished with this little job here. Line it up. Bolts. This holding pretty good. We can draw nuts. Start from the center again. Go down as much as possible with your hands. Just work them down, work them down, work them down. Work them down with your hands. Yeah. So we got 4 nuts. 4 nuts. And we got 3 bolts. With the, I should say the studs with bolts on them already. Just work them down as much as possible with your fingers. These are going to be the 1/2 inch or 13 millimeter. Torque them down. Direct it by hand. gonna start from the middle and work a crisscross pattern. You can just work your way out, around, from the center out. Alright, you got any hoses, anything that you unhooked, make sure you hook it back. This cooling line had to get unhooked. We got a vacuum line on here that had to come unhooked. Harness right here on the manifold. Missing the vacuum. I'm gonna hook this wiring harness too in a second. I'll show you guys how that goes. MIA vacuum line. Step your hose from the intake to the O2 sensor. Go ahead and do so now. Goes from the O2 sensor, not the O2 sensor, the air mass flow sensor, on to the turbo. Water intake hose.